kind of pricey, but I really liked it. It's in good condition and it appears to be complete. Well, it's in good condition at the moment. Let's see if we can get this irremovable Goodwill sticker off of here and have it still in good condition. I suppose if not, we can always just repaint the blades. Well, this is not great, but it's not the worst I've dealt with. Well, there's some cleanup to do, but nothing too crazy. It wasn't too bad. I should be able to get the rest of it off. Alright, so this is an SMC ceiling fan. I believe there was a Hampton Bay model that was very similar to the Hampton Bay branded model that was very similar to this. And it was at the store fully assembled like this. And I just don't understand why people do this. I don't know if this was donated like this, fully assembled, or if this was assembled by the store before it was put onto the display. I suppose either are possible, but I don't understand how it's not easier to transport it like this. You know, trying to carry this and get in and out of the house and out of the car, etc. with the blades attached is not easy. So I don't know why you would do that if you was the owner. I mean, if you want to say the store did this, the same logic kind of applies, because it's not going to be easy for a customer to get this out of the store. The blades don't seem too bent, which is nothing short of a miracle. So I'm going to go ahead and take the blades off immediately before they end up getting bent. I highly doubt that these shades are original, but they're kind of nice. They've got like an amber color to them and the alabaster style glass. These were more of an economy grade product, but they were good fans. Some of them move pretty decent air. Not known for being quiet though, and not known for the best bearings either. It's got pretty solid pitch to it though. That's not bad, though the blades are pretty thin. Go ahead and take these shades off before they fall off. Now, ironically, this particular Goodwill has stopped putting light bulbs in the lamps. Why is there fishing line all over this thing? I thought that was like hot glue or something. So this did not come with any bulbs, and I looked through all the lamps to see if there was any interesting bulbs to put in, and there were none to be seen. So I don't know if they stopped putting the bulbs in the lamps because I kept taking the bulbs and putting them into other things, or taking them to the counter by themselves and that was not appreciated by the store. I don't know. But there's no more light bulbs there. So that kind of stinks. One of the original SMC fobs is still here. I don't know if the light would have had one or not. It's probably original. This seems like it It's the same color. Yeah, I bet that light's original. Could be. It is missing a screw though, so it probably has been tampered with at some point. It's in surprisingly good condition. Brass is not really tarnished or scraped up at all. Mounting bracket is here. May of 1994. There was definitely an attempt made to clean this up. It looks like it would have been pretty dusty at one point. It's a DC-42, which is a pretty common model. 0.7 amp. That's a decent amount of power for, well, that's not power. That power would be in watts. It's a decent amount of current for a little 42-inch fan. Let's see what the bearings sound like. That's usually the problem with these. Huh. They seem to be okay. Interesting. Well, let's see if it works. We'll go ahead and power it on right quick. I'm not going to put the blades on and test it on the floor. I've never done that before, and I just feel like it's a bad idea because if it starts to wobble, which it might, because these irons could be all bent up, and one of the blades, you know, catches the floor or whatever, it's all over. So I don't feel comfortable floor testing fans at all. I suppose maybe if you mounted it to a big piece of wood or something like that, it would be okay, you know, if it was really secured well, but not just standing up like this, no way. What I will do is I'll put one iron on. What I like to do is just put one iron on so I can turn the motor on and kind of get an idea of how much torque is there, because that'll give you an idea if a capacitor is spoiled or something like that. Okay. Now, of course, I just cleaned. Here we go. Here's our testing wire. We're not going to bother testing the light. I'm thinking I'm going to put this in the bedroom. I like to use different fans at different times of the year. I like lighter colored fans in the springtime. I think white and brass is a really nice combination because it gives the room a lighter spring-like feel, but it still adds the flair of the polished brass, a little bit of color to it. And then in the wintertime I prefer to have, you know, oak fans, all brass or brown. Add a little bit of more interest to the room's coziness in the wintertime. And I use brass fans in the summer too, but in the spring I just particularly enjoy having the lighter colored fans. Alright, so this is a little sketchy because it's not grounded. Okay, so it's currently on. Okay, that's off. So I'm going to put this over to the amps because that's what we were given. Yeah, that's got plenty of torque to it. That's 0.39, so it's a little low, but the cap is definitely good. It's giving me a lot of pressure. Medium, 0.31. It's still got plenty of power to it. And low, still got plenty of power, 0.32. Yeah, the bearings are fine. You can hear a little bit of bearing hiss, but you have to remember that even running just like that, that's much faster than it would ever run. I mean, that's got to be close to 400 or 500 RPM, and it's never going to run like that under normal circumstances. This is surprisingly quiet. Usually SMC fans can be kind of noisy, but this seems to be It doesn't have a lot of humming, although granted it's mounted to, or sitting on a piece of carpet as opposed to being mounted to wood. What's the power factor? I wanted to check that as well. .99. 0.97. 0.85. So that might actually be a capacitor-based speed control system. Well, I'm intrigued. Let's open it up and take a look. It's certainly behaving like one, in the sense that it's not very loud. Yeah, I think it just needs a good cleanup and then it'll go in a bedroom. I have a feeling this might have been used in a kitchen, and it probably wasn't run very frequently. The blades are fairly clean and they're not super sticky, but one of them, this one here, is definitely more discolored and it's got like a sheen to it. So maybe this fan was in a kitchen and this one was facing a stove or something. It just feels like it's got that kind of kitchen, it's a little sticky, it's got that kitchen grime on there. But as long as it's not on the brass, which it doesn't really seem to be, it's not a big deal. Yeah, these are a little sticky too. It definitely needs a good cleanup, but nothing crazy. Do we have a multi-value? I hate when people put tape over barrettes. There's no reason to. We do not have a multi-value capacitor. So it's not a capacitor-based speed system. It's a winding-based speed system. I'm surprised it's that quiet then. Oh. Although this is stupid, that all seems secure, so we'll just put it back. I am going to use it with this light. Well, it is possible that once this goes on the ceiling it'll become 3 times louder. That is definitely a strong possibility. Alright, well, next video of this we'll clean it up and then we'll install it in the bedroom. And then we might uninstall it the week later because it's too loud. Who knows? Time will tell.